too, then. No. No.
Peace. What's going on? All right, there we go. What's going on, y'all? It's Sincere 7 at the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit, the Detroit edition. We doing testimonials today. Like we said, we had class and peace. We're doing snake venom administrations. So if you was following, we just had a testimonial on cancer and snake venom assisting the individual with their battle with cancer. So now we have a good friend of mine. I'm gonna let him introduce himself and go through everything. But before I do, let me say this. When the pad was broken into, and y'all heard me speak about individuals who was here and gave help and gave assistance to really held things down when I was out of town, and I kept talking about the dude named John Page, who just was like phenomenal and awesome and really looking out. This is him. This is the guy. So that's a different subject, but I wanted to point that out. This is my man's, and I'm talking about volunteer love. Show me love, put in a furnace, put in a hot water tank, did a bunch of work, didn't ask me for nothing. You can't buy people like that. You know what I'm saying? Real good dude, taught me a lot. And y'all, he's a master of forging, you know what I'm saying? All of that. So anyway, I'm gonna let him introduce himself and, kind of tell his story.
My name's John, as Seven said. Edible mushrooms led me here. He's one of the first people I met getting into this community. And I do a lot of research before I pull the trigger on anything. And I entertained the Venoms last year. I got the cotton mouth on my knuckles. And within a half hour, the first of 3 days of treatments, my pain and swelling went down 60 to 80%. By the second day, I mean, I had the grip of a 12-year-old, and I'm a pretty strong guy, but arthritis will take you out. And anybody that knows that knows what I'm talking about. So today, let's see, where's this at? Got a couple more, two sets of gates, got one more day to go. And my grip and my pain and my swelling, it was a little slower than last year, but this time it's probably down over 50%, close to 60%. But it is that drastic. And I also received some other Venoms from Jeff and Mel of Terrestrial Magic, which trained through 7. I got Gaboon Viper. That does what it's supposed to do. Opens up your heart. It acted like Adderall. I could focus. So whatever venom you might need for whatever ailment, talk to 7.
Hey.
I mean, I'll just keep it short because this shit works. So
okay. So I got a question for you that I'm gonna ask because of some people and the things they ask. The first time you got the Venoms, the same one that you got today, where'd you get it?
I got them right in my knuckles.
Right in between each knuckle. Okay.
If they were lit up, I got 3, 6, 9 gates, 3 days in a row on each set of knuckles directly.
Okay, and this time you got Venoms
got them on my forearm.
So would you say now, having the experience and even saying how last time it was more effective, it was instantly 30, after 30 minutes, would you say 80, 90%? This time on your arm, going
it's a little bit lower.
Right.
So in the fall, we're going back to my knuckles.
Okay.
So now we're going to have
so for those of you all who ask that if you get them in different places, will it affect it differently? And I tell you, it's going to go in your system anyway, which, as he's saying, is working. However, directly in the area of attention, directly in the area of attention, it can, and a lot of times is more effective for what you might be treating, depending on what it is that we are, addressing, because we don't treat anything. Yeah, we don't treat anything. We're addressing things, right? So we got to be careful with that lingo out here, right? But yeah, so the area of application does have a lot to do with it. Yeah, indeed. Anything else you want to add? Anything anybody else want to ask or point out, or you know what I'm saying? Anything? No. Okay. Yeah. Any questions, comments, or concerns from individuals in the audience that's listening and that's tapped in right now? So there you have, we've presented two different testimonies live and direct from people who have utilized the Venoms in their own mind for attention to something. Okay, I did not diagnose him. I did not tell him, hey, you've got inflammation of the joints and you need this venom. No,
I did my research before.
Okay.
That's why I was in a rush, because as he posts on his Facebook page, I'm reading a little bit about the different venoms. And somebody mentioned bee venom on how it helps arthritis. I mentioned it to one person. They said try snake venom.
I usually
looked up a few snakes, messaged him. I was like, man, there's something out there. I literally made the decision in one day, and I'm back. And
Yes.
I've had this is my 5th treatment between cottonmouth, gaboon, and tambo.
Leave that gate alone. So I like that you spoke on that. That's something else I want to say and point out is that here at the Psychonaut Academy Detroit, we train in sacred animal venoms practitioner training, right? And
leave it alone.
there is, I just want to be clear, bee venom, y'all don't hear me speak about it a lot, and is not included in the training. And the only reason for that is not that I think it's less effective or anything like that, is because the bees die in that practice. So for who I am and what my promise to the earth is and what I'll do for her, causing death to one of, a sacred entity is outside of my ability. And that's the only reason that I don't do bee venom. That's the only reason you ain't learned that in this, right? But let me be clear. If an individual is asking me, oh, I know somebody who do bee venom, think I should get it? I'm saying, hell yeah. Bee venom is very effective as well. And it's been known to treat and help people with a lot of different things. So same thing. When y'all hearing venoms and you're hearing poisons, you're hearing medicine. Just like when you're hearing herbs and plant medicines. These are things that cause changes within the body and can be used as therapeutics. Okay? So that's what we're talking about. That's how these things work. So a lot of people know about mineral medicines. They know about plant medicine. Some even know about fungi medicine. Lion's mane has the ability for neurogenesis, right? Helping the brain and the neurons to grow. Chagas.
The highest antioxidant on the planet.
Okay. The turkey tail.
That's medicinal too.
Anti-cancer, yeah. So this is what we're talking about. So that's the fungi kingdom. Each kingdom has healing properties. Mineral, plant, fungi, animal. What we know as venoms, toxins, and all of those are the healing elements of the animal kingdom, y'all. And then we have the kingdom of man. This is where your Reiki practitioners, this is your yoga, your prayer, your meditation, your placebo, the consciousness.
Or nocebo.
Which is the altar of that. And no. So I can give you the plant medicine, the fungi medicine, mineral medicine, give you some animal medicine. You get in the car, somebody asks you, what you think? Man, that shit ain't gonna work. Immediately, you just made all the medicines ineffective.
Right, 90% ineffective.
Yep. Whereas the placebo, you like, shit, I can feel that shit working already. You just made that shit 90% more effective. You know what I'm saying? Your body and the cells in your body are going, really? Oh. See, and this is where we talk about the power of programming. The mind is a powerful thing. And some of y'all allow it to program your body to do the wrong things. This is what insecurity is about. You know what I'm saying? This is where all of those doubts within self and what you can do and how you look and how I need to alter this and I need to look like this and I need to get this lipo and I need all of that. That's what you're doing, is you programming yourself to not accept yourself. And when you're telling yourself you can't do it, your body, your cells, all of that is saying, okay. But when you're saying, oh, I got this, I can do this, I can make this, I'm healed already. All of that, your body, your consciousness creates your reality. Your consciousness creates your reality. And that's shown and proven in science and in the quantum physics realms. I think all of that. So anyway, placebo, nocebo, all of that. We here. We a village. Like, this is serious to us. These are testimonies. They're not getting paid for this. I didn't pay. Hey, you got to pay advertisement to do a commercial and be like, snake venom is so good. It even helped with my family. Hug your baby and start smiling. Nah, we was all here. We was doing Venoms. We got a new practitioner. We was talking. I was like, yo, y'all wanna do y'all testimonies? Because they like coming in and telling their story. Like, look, like it's almost like a fraternity. Like we are part of the people who use Venoms. And I know that sounds crazy, but no, this shit worked. Let me tell you about what happened to me. Let me tell you about what I did. Let me tell you about what I fought. Like, when you go through these things, you want to share this shit with somebody. There's a lot of people who just really don't understand. So when you can explain and you can share these things, it's a joy. It's like when you find out somebody, you at an organization, and you sitting by yourself, and somebody comes sit down next to you, and he starts talking about mushrooms. You in a business meeting. You know what I mean? This is construction and bills and piping and all that. But my man's, we had a party, a company party, and I'm sitting over here by myself and my man comes sit down and be like, yo, you ever took psilocybin mushrooms? Because, like, I just tried them shit last week. Can you imagine what like, right then and there, we're best friends. We best friends. So it's the same type of thing. If you've done Cambo, if you've done snake venom, if you've done scorpion venom, like, yeah, you can relate, and you can't wait to share that shit with somebody else who also is aware of that. And that's why we share these testimonies, because we know that there's a lot of people out there that's taking different venoms, taking the Cobra, taking Campbell, all of that. And it's like when they hear this, they go, oh, I want to hear their story, because we got our own. And when we get together, we share them. So, we appreciate y'all allowing us to come on and share. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so if you need anything, you already know how to contact me. That's John Page. If y'all want to learn how to go forage for mushrooms, how to recognize, and, all of that type of shit, right?
Well, join the Detroit Psychedelic Society, because I'll be guiding them sometime in probably June or July.
So if you've never been mushroom foraging and you want to learn the science of that, that's what you do. Do what he just said. Go join the what?
Detroit Psychedelic Society.
Boom. And you'll catch up with him there, and he'll take you and he'll start training you and all type of shit. Shit's dope. I've learned a lot from him just on the ride home one day. I learned about trees, the fucking symbiosis of how to find them. Look, see how it's split in the middle and grows out like that? That ain't normal. That means it's sick. I'm going, oh shit, I thought trees just grew like that. So that means that in a few years, that's going to be, and then those mushrooms, and then that mycelial. And I'm over here going, I thought I was the mushroom dude. Like, nah, I just know how to use them in the spiritual realms. He's telling you the nature, how to find. Hey, listen, I ain't had no morals before. I've never had them.
Morchella. Morels.
I had never had them. And I was always saying, man, morels, everybody talk about them. When you hear about them, they talk about them like it's the best thing since, sliced bread, as they say. Let me keep it clean. Okay? So I'm on some like, man, I didn't have portobellos. I'm thinking of all the different mushrooms that I didn't have. And I'm going to myself, they need to calm down. Okay. You might not be able to find these, but that doesn't mean that it's one of the best tasting mushrooms in the world. And then he comes back from morel hunting, and I'm going, oh shit, I've never seen those in person. And he's like, yo, you want some? I'm like, yeah. So he blesses me. So we ride home. I'm like, how I cook these motherfuckers? The recipe was so fucking basic. It was like, you can't fuck this up.
Butter.
Put it in some butter, let it get hot, and just keep spooning the hot butter over. Let them sit, cook.
Low heat.
Right, low heat, real slow, until they crunch. I'm like, crunchy. He had me at crunchy. Crunchy? Yeah. Once you cook them out, they'll be. I'm like, oh shit. Man, I came home, put them juice in the butter. I did some purple asparagus.
Yeah.
For my partner, he gave me some purple asparagus. On some yellow rice with some garlic, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I ate them mushrooms. I was so fucking excited. I was bragging to everybody. Have you ever had morels? Yo, I just had them shits. Yo, I'm trying to advertise them, and these motherfuckers are hard to find.
$60 a pound.
Yeah, man, fuck you advertising for? If we do find them, we need to get as many of them as we can. But yo, they were the greatest tasting thing in mushrooms I've ever had. Over truffle.
Over truffle.
Oh, it's shitting on truffle.
Hey, the nuttiness?
No.
I'm asking because of the nuttiness or what?
No.
Why?
Because of the flavor. They are very distinct. It is a
the
very
flavor.
It depends on the type of truffle.
Oh, no. I'm
Excuse
talking about the morels.
Black morels, yes. Yellow
They're more
morels,
nutty?
more woodsy.
Woodsy.
But they're $60 a pound and up.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah.
send a message if you have some property, because I'm looking this week.
But that's what I'm saying is they are different than all of the other ones.
Yeah.
When you taste them, they are. All of them. They are, to this day, the greatest tasting mushroom I've ever had in this world, period. And it's like, I understand now why people be, especially if I was a chef and you could bring me morels and I could have that on my, like I said, it's above truffles to me. I mean, what I say?
Well, I mean,
yeah, truffle oils. Yeah, truffles.
Truffles are
Truffle
technically
mushroom.
easier to find than morels. If you have the
They
right.
grow underground. You
I
need
know,
a
but
dog
if
or
you have the right, yeah.
Well, they grow them on farms,
Right. Okay.
so it's not that hard. But
So yeah, so you got a mycelial nature, the earth expert right here. You know, this community has got some dope people in it, y'all. We got the queen over here who is, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to God, listen, I was one of the leading sources of information and knowledge around cannabis for a long time in this city. So when I sat down with her and we started talking and she started using words and I was going, oh shit, I didn't get the update. You know what I'm saying? I'm so 10, 20 years ago. She's talking about the names of the separate terpenes, and I thought I was bad to have the
terpene.
She's doing a terpene. I'm
No,
the
you're
master grower.
Terpene.
Right. Oh, yeah, exactly. I'm talking about she was dropping each one, what they do, what the color is, what it do, you know what I'm saying, to your consciousness and which organ. And I was like, oh shit, I did not get the updated version. I'm telling y'all right now, I need to be sitting in one of her classes now. That's how deep she knows this shit. So we got some people in the community who have studied and have experienced and have lived, that have some knowledge. They say, man, to get the information from the elders before they're not able to give it to them, y'all, no more. You know what I'm saying? They say that when an elder dies, a library has burned to the ground.
She called me old.
Not at all. You're seasoned. Well seasoned. You know what I'm saying? But we are a community and there's a lot of sources of a lot of information. If there's something that you don't know, it's because you don't want to. Because we got all type of people in our community who can teach you, who can walk with you, who can show you things, reveal things, all of that. All you need to do is just know who to call, you know? But anyway, I appreciate y'all time. Appreciate y'all tapping in. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, y'all know how to hit me. And as always, find somebody and tell them you love them in a language they can understand it in. Peace.
All right.